Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. This video response to digital. You know, I was thinking about your name the other day. Me personally, I am more of an analog guy. I like modern dance. I like tube amplifiers for the guitars. I feel an analog process has a human feel and a soul that the digital process just doesn't seem to have. Not that I don't dig what the digital world has given us. It's nice to have radio frequency bands so vast that we have to like subband, sideband, rolling codes. I'm going to be picking up a tri-field meter here, and I'm actually terrified to turn the damn thing on. I need to get a tri-field meter because the wife on her car, she's got we got the 2011 Cruze there, and it has this auto start function, and it doesn't work to her pleasure. She's like, if I got a feature on my car, I want it to work. So I'm like, well, babe, I got to get another tool. She's like, another tool? I'm like, she understands that, you know, tools for me isn't like the home improvement TV show. It's like a work thing. So she's like, yeah, I need to get a tri-field meter. She's like, well, what for? I was like, well, so I can measure the radio frequency strength from your transmitter to the car and figure out where the blockage is occurring, and you know, then what all I can do with it from there. I get a lot of static from some of the guys at work too, because of the way I diagnose cars. Um, there's different dealership guys. I don't know. I know you were in the business. I don't know what aspect you worked on it with, but I did some stuff this year with GM Engineering on that Avio. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember if I even talked about it much, but it was quite a bit of work. It was on an Avio job, a buyback, and it went to the level of corporate engineering, which at right now they are now subcontracting the engineering stuff. It's not in house anymore. They fired the GM engineers, the field engineers, and then the field engineers became their own company, and then now they kind of go on and they work for GM. Anyway, make a long story short, I was working with this guy and you know doing the stuff, and we ended up being the tip of the spear with this issue on the Avio, where they're having drivability issues in Florida and Texas. And as we were working on this thing, the cases just started building up of the cars having this issue. You know, they were having a power loss and a poor fuel economy. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the Avio, but the Avio already has a power issue. So, you know, it's kind of like an ugly woman with a bad disposition. A car like the Avio gets poor fuel economy. It's got nothing going for it, son. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it opened my eyes to the diagnostic process. So I'm a little bit different in the way that I look at a car. I don't necessarily limit myself to what my service manual says or my bulletin. Like, you know, I'll follow that stuff, but at my own ruination, I try to continue the diagnostics. And I don't know, I'm obsolete. Um, it doesn't pay anymore. You know, we do have something called OLH, other labor hours. So I do get clock time to a point, but that clock time is sometimes provisional on getting results. You know, you can't just put something out there. So yeah, tri-field meters and whatever. But anyway, I don't even know what the hell I was talking about originally, bro. Shit. I can't rewind this either to see what it was. But I wanted to talk about taxes. You mentioned that you would like to have less expensive taxes. I don't. It doesn't bother me. Um, your your tax bill, while impressive, um, it is a lot, and I understand your point in bringing it up. Um, I too pay my family. My wife is the chief breadwinner. Um, we pay pretty good taxes too. And for anyone else watching, and I don't want to get into it, whenever people talk about, oh, well, people below this certain amount of money shouldn't have to pay taxes, and we should tax these people that make this amount. Yeah, um, they're talking about me. They're talking about my dad. Um, they're talking about a few of my friends. I don't have a problem necessarily with paying a tax or paying my fair share or paying a toll when I cross a very impressive bridge when I need to span a body of water. Um, I don't have a problem with sitting at the light of the drawbridge while a sailboat goes by because it may be my sorry ass that's on that boat enjoying myself. Whatever, such is the way of things. I enjoy quite a few public processes. I enjoy driving down the street when it's raining really hard and the water happens to clear away. So I don't have a problem with paying for that. My concern of taxation involves the next generation and the generation to follow that. Uh, I dig what you were saying about the X plus Y and Y is, whatever. I think it would just be the next level. It seems to me they act like a teenager with a credit card as it comes to spending. And I look at the bills that are proposed and ratified, and there is no consideration whatsoever for the cost. Senate Bill 1867, like everybody's like, oh, indefinite detention. Indefinite detention on that bill is the biggest issue? Dude, there's like crap in that bill about vertical VTOL. Have you ever heard of VTOL? Vertical takeoff and landing. A VTOL project. Like, dude, we got the Harrier, we got the Osprey, but they need something different. We need a short runway aircraft. No consideration whatsoever. You know what? It's the giant elephant in the room. We are facing the debt ceiling once more, and these bills are coming down the pike. I mean, there is no consideration, and it's real. Uh, I don't know how else to say it. Uh, so whatever extra money that's in my pocket, I don't think is really going to be that much of a matter as our process becomes more and more linked to the value of our currency. Um, how what does it matter what percentage of the bullshit paper that we receive in compensation for hitting a key just right on the keyboard or talking to a person just right or making sense of a messed up process or in your case like figuring out where the link was broken, who messed it up. I mean, root cause analysis. We get little paper with numbers on it. I don't know. So it isn't about having more of that little paper with numbers on it. For me, it's a concern over the direction and the results. I mean, why? I, if if the nation is going to need to have a debt restructure, and as a result of that debt restructure, it affects my ability to be autonomous as an individual, then by golly, man, I'm going to have a say in it. I want to know why. I don't, I don't know. When people outside of this country do things and they have the flag of our nation on their shirt, whether we like it or not, they represent us, and it's a display of our approval. And unless we own their actions, uh, I don't think we're going to get anywhere. To be like us and them as it comes to the government process, we need to realize that them is in fact us. And them is going to do whatever they want to do. And I know you know that, Digital. This is kind of for other people watching. So anyway, the original point is, for me, it's not about having more money in my pocket. It's concern for the turd sandwich that our kids are going to inherit, or their kids. Those are my 2 cents.